welcome Brian Taylor.
Oh, in the house.
There he is.
Hello, Bristle.
Hello, JB. Billy.
back.
What is it, Bill?
Muriel. It's a painting, Brian, and well, you should have one because we said you're the best commentator on radio and TV.
Oh, please, Bill.
The biggest
Don't
name.
start to blow wind up my
You're a
arse.
big man. You've got a big moustache, and you saved the aquatic club down there.
I don't know where you got that story about saving the aquatic. I haven't done anything at the aquatic
You
club.
were in the Herald Sun, standing on the fence that you built yourself, which you didn't.
No, I didn't.
You did so,
I
Brian.
put a couple of screws in with about 20 other blokes.
Yeah, but you got all the credit. I think Ando, your mate Ando, wrote the story.
Right.
No, but we've got some exciting news, haven't we, Rabsy?
We do. We have teamed up with Monarch to have a mural of you, BT, painted on Smith Street, Fitzroy, Collingwood.
Beautiful.
Oh, how
Yes.
good.
Oh, this is silly.
Yes.
Getting out of hand now, Bill.
No, it's not.
What, a mural?
A big mural. It's going to be you and your big moustache.
All right.
And
the moustache is going to have the bristles.
Yeah, the
Proper paintbrush bristles.
paintbrush monarch.
Yes,
Paintbrush.
that's it.
Bristles.
Like a big
Just
4-inch paintbrush.
You're big, huge, big moustache.
It's unusual, but
So this is going to be in Smith Street. You've got a property in Smith Street.
we're just around the corner.
You'll just be seeing yourself every day, Brian.
Might be on our building.
Well, that's nice, Brian.
We are just around the corner. Oh, it's lovely, Bill, but
Yeah.
it's unnecessary, of course. You know, I don't need to have that sort of thing. But, you know,
What are we going to see? Are we going to see Collingwood full forward Brian?
Well,
Or a commentating Brian?
I don't know what it'll be. It'll be just Brian's head. It's a big
Well, we're
head.
putting some of Bristol's best
pumpkin.
moments, like his
Yes.
fantastic footy career for Richmond and Collingwood, kicking 100 goals in one season, if you don't mind.
1986.
But we want to know what your favourite BT moment is, so vote on the Triple M win page to be in the running to win $1,000
Oh, yeah.
and a Monarch paint pack valued at $250. Monarch painting made easy, available at Bunnings Warehouse.
I do know Monarch, though, because I'm a Bunnings visitor, JB,
are, you
and
love
I
your
love
Bunnings.
the paint
Yes.
section, and I've recently painted up at Walhalla the whole shebang up
You
there.
would've for free.
And the Monarch paintbrushes are unbelievable, Bill. They're handcrafted and they're just beautiful.
Well, that's
the
gonna
paint
be
just sticks to them, and then it sticks to the stuff you're
funny
painting.
about that. That's what paint does, Brian. What is your best moment?
What are you talking about?
Well, in commentary?
I haven't got a best moment in commentary, Bill.
The one we know is Boyd's kicked the goal. Boyd's kicked the goal.
Right.
Boyd's kicked the goal.
Well, yes,
That's nearly gone worldwide. They went viral,
who
didn't
was
it?
our boss then? Why didn't I get the sack over that? I wonder.
Because you were
Because it was in
calling
context.
in context, and you're
Yeah.
calling in the game, and it was just a brilliant
Yeah,
call.
no, that is true.
Did that
is
go
true.
viral? You got calls
Well, I don't
from
know,
everywhere.
Bill. I don't know what
CNN.
viral is. What is viral?
Well, like you're scratching at the minute. That's viral.
I'm a bit itchy.
That is weird.
Yes.
From your dog, who got it from a wild animal at your property, you ended up with
Sarcoptic mange.
mange.
What is it?
It's a form of scabies, I think.
That's not good.
I don't think it's good, Bill. So just,
Get away.
no, I don't know. It's the mange. When I did go, I have got the video here, which is mainly audio. I should have played it to you, but when I went in, I was itching a bit on Friday
Yeah,
night
you
before I
were.
joined you and the team
I
up
saw
there in
that.
Sydney, Jay. But I thought I've got to get rid of the itch, and what can I do? So I went into the chemist, and I chose my chemist carefully because I wanted someone that perhaps looked a bit
Older?
alternate and older and
Yeah.
experienced, because I didn't want to go to some young guy and he
Would never have heard of
A girl.
I
Imagine.
walked in there and I'm recording this on my phone because this could be interesting. And I said to the guy, I didn't want to say I had sarcoptic mange because I thought, he'd run. I just wanted to ask him, and I just said, sarcoptic mange? He said, yes, has your dog got it? I said, no, I think I've got it. He said, I haven't seen a human in 50 years that's had sarcoptic
Wow.
mange.
So how does it present itself,
Yes.
Brian? Is it like a rash or what happens?
It's in an itch. It just comes in an itch. And you
How do you spell it? I'm looking it up here.
SARCOPTIC.
Oh, right.
Sarcoptic would be an S,
Sarcoptic
I
range.
reckon.
Well, I was
Bill.
going with just with them.
And it just
It's all mange.
It's a mange. It's a wild animal bug, and it I don't know, it gets on you. Anyway, it bloody seems to have infiltrated everywhere.
Bloody
I was
over
woke up about 2:00 this morning. I was
itchy.
itching like a bloody itchy dog. I was. I had to get up and apply some smacker on me.
Yes. Hey, the Chiefs' 60th birthday over
Is
the
it?
weekend. No, last weekend.
Oh, did you go?
I didn't go. I
Did
don't know if
anyone
he had
get
a party,
invited?
did he, Jim?
I
Chief
didn't
would
hear
never
about it.
No.
party.
But he'd invite you, wouldn't he? Your mate.
Chief wouldn't invite anyone, I wouldn't have thought, but I don't know anyone that's been to that party, Jim. You would be odds on to be invited to the
Yes.
Chiefs
He's
party.
a lone operator, Chief.
Yeah, he's
a lone wolf.
He's a twisty man.
He runs his own operation.
Yeah,
No,
he does.
Now, I'll tell you what we did on the weekend, Fat,
Yes.
up there at the SCG, is it came to our attention there's only 3 people who have ever kicked a bag of 12 at the SCG. Tony Lockett 3 times.
Yeah, good effort.
Buddy Franklin, I think, was one, was he?
I think he
And the other one?
would have been the
No,
other superstar.
Brian,
Not Bristle.
for Collingwood against Sydney in the 80s, 12.
12, Brian.
I was a record holder. You were a record holder at the Gabba, weren't you?
Still am.
Still at the Gabba.
11. Only 11.
12. Well, I was at the SCG. 12. I don't know who's someone else has got the record now, but
No,
it's-
Plugger Kid did it 3 times, but I don't know if anyone's kicked more than 12.
okay.
But what we noticed was some very big, strong
Plump.
marks. We had the highlights.
Yeah, no, you
Some
can- you
big,
can
strong
forget.
marks.
Yes.
people
And-
forget.
And
how good you were.
And a couple
Yeah.
of nice snaps.
Yeah.
So that was
Snaps.
nice.
I was a strong overhead mark. You see
No,
me
you
as
were,
being
Brian.
slightly overweight at the moment, JB, and unable to elevate,
That's
but
it.
I could
No,
elevate.
you did. I saw it.
No.
But the other thing we noticed.
We got angry. Oh, you got a couple over the top, Brian.
Just
A couple over the
flicked
top,
over the
Brian.
top. And,
Well, I'd taken my man up the ground and was able to sag off him, as they say today.
Sprint back to.
All right.
You didn't
I was-
move from the goal
I
square.
was playing a little bit of Pagan's Paddock,
Oh, before
but I only went 20 metres up the ground.
before Pagan's paddock.
Yeah, before Pagan's
Did he get
Paddock.
angry and go?
no,
I'll get
no,
you.
He was happy. He kicked 12. What are you doing?
Well, Gary Ablett's got the record, senior, at the
Oh,
SCG.
senior.
He's kicked 14.
14?
Against the Swans in
14.
1994.
No, that's it. Right.
And Bill didn't play that game.
No.
Shit, I didn't hold it for as long
You know
as
what?
I
I
thought.
played in the reserves that day and kicked 11. Look that up.
Of course you did.
Look that up.
I don't think
course
they
you
have
did.
records for the reserves,
exactly
Bill.
right.
Have you got the record of the Gabba?
Oh, my God.
They
Yeah.
do. The clubs do have the records of reserves. I know Richmond Football Club, Brett Bartlett, Kevin's
Yeah,
son,
he's
does a
got
great
everything.
job down there with it. But he was able to tell me that how many games exactly I'd played in the reserves. I kicked 119 goals in the reserves. I know
One
you
year.
played reserves,
Yeah,
but
I
over in
did. Kicked
Perth,
9.
JP,
Clement.
it was
Kicked
like
9.
that's a couple of
Have a
levels below.
That's
But
the same thing. 9.
119 I kicked. I didn't play all the games.
1 year.
1 year. I missed about 6. I played in the seniors, but
Mark Jackson.
109. Mark Jackson was there.
He was in the under 19s. You were in the seconds, and Michael Roach was
Disco
the
Roach.
seniors.
No, it's not quite the story. There was a guy
Go
by the
with
name of
it.
Peter Lane that won the under-19s goal kicking with over 100. Jacko won the reserves,
Yes.
and Roachy won the seniors.
Where were you?
I kicked about 80 on the half-forward flank, I think.
You on the half forward flank.
I was.
You wouldn't move.
Played my first game ever on Bruce Duel on the half-forward flank.
Oh, how'd you go?
One kick, one handball.
Exactly, Bruce Dool.
Well, you debuted for Victoria with Disco Roach, didn't you, Bill?
Well, it didn't
Well,
debut.
no, I
Just,
Did you?
trained.
just have a listen to this.
he didn't make the
44-man
team.
squad had 2 new additions tonight. Richmond sharpshooter Michael Roach, who heads the VFL goal-kicking list this year, and 19-year-old Geelong sensation Bill Brownless from Jerilderie, who's played only 6 senior games. While thrilled to be in the squad, Bill had never even given a thought that this year he might be playing for Victoria.
Didn't even think of it. I was just concentrating on getting a game for Geelong, week by week. And, geez, she was a thrill, all right.
Righto.
A couple of years ago, I used to sit in the stands out there and watch them. And,
Damien Oliver.
used to run out and pat them on the back and that. And
You've got
now
your-
training with them.
Righto.
It's a big thrill.
Your throat's restricted.
That was a
surely.
thrill. That was a thrill, bro. Real thrill.
She's a thrill.
How the hell? But only the 44-man squad was. He didn't make the team.
I don't think it was 44. I
No,
think it
it
was
was. He
about
said
30.
44.
I think he said
Did he say
44.
44?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he said
44. It might have been 44.
So you were the 44th man in the squad.
and didn't get picked.
And you came in with someone choking you to death by the sounds of it.
Had me knackers.
Did you
Are we
play
taking a
State of
break?
Origin for WA Bristol?
I played State of Origin for Victoria, strangely
Victoria?
enough,
How's
because
that
it's not
work?
State of Origin.
Yeah.
So I was born in Western Australia, but it's where, at that time, it was where you play your first senior
Okay,
game.
right.
That was the state you were bound to. So I was.
How many games you played, Victoria?
Only played the one.
Was that the one Ablett played in?
He may have.
Over
In
there
Perth?
in
Was it
Perth?
in Perth?
Yeah, in Perth.
Yeah.
And we lost by 2 points, I think. It was a great game of footy, actually. Kicked 5 or 6.
Hey, what happened Saturday night? I didn't see that game. I was
Oh.
over in Perth.
Who played?
Only 17,000 there. Port Adelaide, Melbourne. 7 goals kicked by both sides each.
It was bruise-free footy at best, Bill, at absolute best. But more disappointing than the footy was the non-attendance of the Melbourne people. How quickly they have dropped off, JB, is unbelievable. This is a second home game in a row, Rabs. What was the other crowd, 15 or 16,000?
Yeah, it was 14,000.
14,000. This is a disgrace for a team
Yep.
that only a few weeks ago is competing for a top spot in the 8, that they would drop off so quickly. It's unbelievable. And the Tigers as well, they've dropped off completely. They have had a sniff. They've had their 3 premierships. We'll see them again in 30 years. They've climbed back into their wood dog homes.
What about no finals in the first week of no games in the first week of finals?
So, JB, and
Yes.
if there's no games in the first week and those away teams win, then is there
What do you
no
mean by
games?
no games? No games in Melbourne.
No
Melbourne?
games in Melbourne.
Okay,
sorry.
right.
Yeah.
I think it's the same for the second week, or is it the third week? There's no games for. It'll mean 2 weeks.
Well, Bristol, what is a disaster for the AFL, and I'm not understating, I'm not being sensationalist, is Collingwood, Carlton and Essendon all out of the finals.
Yes.
That is
We
going
need
to
them.
cost the AFL big time.
So who have we got fighting? The Western Bulldogs, Hawthorn, and Geelong.
Yep.
And Carlton.
And so I'd look at all those teams. In the 8, who do you trust at the moment? Who's playing good enough footy to trust? Brisbane, I think, and I think Geelong is the
and
other.
Giants.
GWS.
And the Giants.
I still don't trust the Giants.
What about 6 in a row, Brian?
have
They
won
can be,
6 in a row.
but they can be up and down, Bill. They can lose the game they're supposed to win. But I think you can trust Geelong,
Yep.
and you can trust probably Brisbane.
And Hawthorn.
No, can't trust them. The young
So you
guys.
only got 2 in there. That
They're
you trust.
playing on huff and puff at the moment,
Good,
and
good
when that
huff and puff.
goes away, it's good huff and puff.
Yeah.
But when it goes away against quality skill and teams, which it will, it can't go all the
So
way.
you don't have Sydney? Don't have Port?
No, can't trust them.
Jeez. Lions?
Port Adelaide, yeah, you can trust the Lions. I reckon
righto.
they're good enough. They've got a good team.
I like the Giants, and I think the way they play will stand up in September. I like
Yep.
they're a contested, hard at it.
Hogan's great at the
Hogan's
moment, isn't he? Isn't he
fantastic.
playing well?
Yep, he's I like him. And it would not bother me one bit if they won the flag.
No.
I reckon they're a good outfit, the Giants. Good people,
Good
well run,
coach.
good coach.
Bill,
Yep.
can you scratch my back for
Oh
a
no,
minute?
I want the mate.
Where do we see this mural?
Well, a what?
Oh, by the way, the podcast, how's that been going? The
Yes,
latest
your
one.
podcast,
Life
which
of
was
Brian.
released last Tuesday, record numbers on
If
day
not-
one.
Oh, I had the record.
Sorry?
Record numbers on day one, but
Yep.
since then it's really,
Oh, no, it hasn't.
really
Bad.
dropped
No,
away.
it hasn't.
Whereas Harrison said to me, of all listeners, you are still miles in front, which doesn't surprise anyone. But it's Life of Brian, by
Life
the
of
way.
Brian
Check it out.
podcast, check it out.
All right, so how do we get stuck into this mural?
Well, the mural will be painted this week on Smith Street and will feature some of Brian's most biggest moments of his career, both in commentary and playing for Richmond and
Aquatic.
Collingwood.
Aquatic Centre.
Not the Aquatic Centre. And you can vote for some of those moments on the Triple M win page and go in the running to win $1,000 and a Monarch paint pack valued at $250. Monarch painting made easy, available at Bunnings Warehouse. All will be revealed very
Yes.
soon, though.
Well, the moustache in the
Yes.
mural is going to be consist of brushes
Yes.
out of the Monarch paintbrush.
Unusual place to put it though in Smith Street. It's probably, it's I walk down there occasionally, Bill.
I
Philip.
know. You got a good little coffee shop there. What's that one called?
It's called Staggerlees. That's in Brunswick Street though.
Thank you.
Not Smith Street, where his mural is going to be
Completely
painted.
different street. Actually,
Doesn't matter. They're all the same.
they're all the same. Brian, great to see you.
Well done, Brian.
Goodbye.
On the Rush Hour Triple M.